2 of printing pack lists for emergency meals. So you've generated your pack lists, you have them all stored on the S drive. You are now ready to generate the cover sheets for your pack list. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your board audit worksheet for that week. So for right now, I'm going to be working on the week of 12/06 to 12/12. I know this is a different date from the last one, but we're going to go ahead and work in this week for right now. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to bring up your pack list for that day. Now, the way that this works is that in this board audit worksheet, the only things that you need to worry about on a regular basis are going to be the things that are not grayed out. Anything that has been grayed out within the box is going to be something that is generally considered to be static, or it's something that is being generated by this worksheet to produce a certain number, either in making sure that there's no discrepancies or in just sort of as a double check. Now, when you have finished generating your pack list, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to bring it up with the board audit worksheet. So I'm just going to get this here so that we can view everything at once. So when you open your pack list, the first thing that you'll see is this Expo sort type at the top. And the first one there is combo. Now, combo is going to be one of those types that is very static. So right here we have a combos box. Everything is already in there, exactly showing up on the pack list as it should here. It's always a good idea to double check, but these numbers almost never change. So this is something that you're just doing a check and balance to make sure that everything looks correct. The same is going to be true for the no staples. If you go down to the bottom here, you'll see that you have your no staples Expo sort type. And these quantities here are also going to match up with the quantities that are already in the board audit worksheet. Now, as you're going through, the most important Expo sort type is going to be the Expo sort type non-combo. Now, that being said, within this non-combo Expo sort type, there are also going to be some categories that are also static. Those are going to be the breakfast and snack items, as well as the frozen meals, with the exception of Wednesday. On Wednesdays, we have an alternating delivery that is delivered every other Wednesday. So all you need to do is check your frozen meal on Wednesdays. And as long as you're checking that, this box otherwise can be left alone. So now that we have taken a look at everything, we know all the static numbers are correct, including any 5A locations that we might have being delivered that day. We're going to come here to this non-combo Expo sort type in your main pack list. Now, as we go down the line, we can see here we have 368 dinner. That is going to be the same for this Monday as well. Then as we go down, we know that the frozen are mostly going to be static. The lunch soft fruit type, 192, 192. We're looking good so far. Now we're going to come down here, regular lunch boxed, 457. So we're going to come here to regular lunch, and we see that right now it's only 400. So right here, I'm going to change this quantity to be 457. And once I hit enter, if you look down here, you'll see that this is automatically going to change. So you're going to hit enter here. That quantity has changed, as has this, and the total number for the week. We're going to keep going down the line here. So we have the 457 in, we have breakfast here, soft food dinners are going to be at 10, vegetarian dinners are at 25. We have our frozen meals that once again are mostly going to be static. We have our soft vegetarian lunches at 17, and our regular vegetarian lunches are going to go from 19 to 23. You'll see these numbers change once again. And we have everything entered for this day. Anything that doesn't show up in this report should get a quantity of 0. Now that we have all of that information entered into our board audit worksheet, we can come in here and double check a few things. We can check here to make sure that these are all lining up as zeros, as well as all of these. What this one is doing is it's comparing against a weekly audit that is done once a week in the board audit worksheet and making sure that there is no discrepancy between the numbers that are being pulled here to create this board total and the number that is entered that is present in caterees. This number right here we want to see is all zeros because that's making sure there isn't a discrepancy happening between what is entered here and what is populating onto the cover sheet. Now, as you put information into here, this box will pull information from all of these other boxes to create this board total work part of the worksheet right here. This in turn then feeds into the daily cover sheets down here below. So because we're looking at Monday, we've already seen that this is correct. Our weekly audit is correct. All of our numbers are in for Monday. So now we can come down here and we can select all of the Monday cover sheet. We can go to File and Print. Now from here, you're going to want to say that you want 2 copies because 1 copy is going to go to the expo and another copy is going to go to the head of the line for the packing team. And then you're going to want to make sure that you're clicking on print selection. So once you have that, you can go ahead and print, and you're going to save this to the S drive once again in the same folder that you saved your Monday pack lists. From here, if you'd like, you can use Adobe to combine the files into one singular packet, or you can print them all separately. It is totally up to you. But you now know how to generate an entire packet complete with pack list instructions, as well as all of the cover sheets that you might need. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, once again, please feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, have a great day. Thank you.